Alright, I've been able to tweet the links to the stream uploads onto my YouTube channel just a few minutes ago today, so it's up there now. As well, I've also posted the links to the videos on my DeviantArt account as well, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. I just don't know why Twitter on my desktop is just not working properly. It just made no sense. It was working fine on my phone. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter now, but still. Anyways, I'm still not at level 20. I'm nearly there, but not quite. So I'll just be pretty much exploring the wasteland and collecting skill books, killing enemies along the way, and overall just at this rate just leveling up. That's pretty much the goal for now, until, like I said, until I reach level 20. Then I'll start the Dead Money add-on and go to the Sierra Madre Casino. Alright, and already finished collecting all the survival skill books in the last stream, so I'll be moving on to the lockpick skill books today. And it's like, okay, yeah, east of Cap Counterfeiting Shack. I'll just be collecting the skill books for lockpicking. Today's workout was kind of pathetic. Today I was trying to do pushing workouts, but my pushing muscles just would not work properly today. I just don't know why. I just literally the same weight I've been struggling to overcome the past week or so. I just couldn't even lift it for more than two reps on the first set, and then for the second set I pushed to four reps in a row. I had to stop, take a break, do 2 more reps, take a break again, and then finish the set by doing the last 2 reps. But even then, I was pretty much struggling so much that I think during the second set I could not lift the bar at all. I could not lift the bar off of my chest at all, so literally I had to lean the barbell to the side so that the weighted plate comes off on one end, slides off, and then do the same for the other end of it. And after I got it to roll off my body, I just sat there shaking my head like, I don't understand why I've been struggling this much just to do the same workout. Nothing's really changed as far as I know. And then I texted my personal trainer, and sounds like not only is it still an issue of being at a caloric deficit, but also just because I proposed anyways that it could be an issue with my central nervous system and just not enough time to recover. Please kill him, guys. Kill him. Kill him. Where's Eddie? seriously, where's Eddie? Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to, yeah, change that. It would be nice if, yeah, the second perk, Tribal Wisdom, was 69, but it's not 70. And, let's see. So now at this point, it's a choice between science and lockpicking, but at this point on sciences, well, not just at this point, in general, for this build, science is really not that useful. So I think I'll just level up lockpicking instead. I'll get more XP anyways, regardless of which one I do, just because lockpicking or hacking terminals will give me XP. So that'll also help me level up as well. But yeah, I could just not be giving my body enough recovery time to recover, and it may also be because my central nervous system is just it's just, you know, suffering. Could also be because of that first dose of the COVID vaccine causing my right arm to have to do the majority of the work, both during my shifts and at the gym. And as a result, my right arm is now so exhausted that, pretty much the muscles are so exhausted in my right arm that I can't really use them. I hate Cazadors so much because even if you kill them, the poison damage just doesn't stop for a long time. Are you kidding me? Please tell me I have some. Oh, I don't. Okay. Too busy talking that I didn't even think. Use the anti-venom first. Alright, so it's supposed to be east of here. But yeah, tomorrow I'm supposed to be doing pulling workouts, and I'm getting worried because if I can't even do pushing workouts, I don't see any point going to the gym tomorrow. Good thing I bought all those stim packs. Yeah, I think this is the location. There you go. There it is. Cool. That's how little I care at this point. Would have been smarter to use the guns, but whatever. Take all that. The one upside to struggling to continue to work out like this is that I'm still going to the gym every chance I get, which is almost every day of the week. So I've been pretty consistent in my schedule for going to the gym. It's just that it can get to the point where, at least for my scapular muscles, they can become a hindrance to not let my weaker muscles to recover long enough to be useful. Just picking up one of these. Alright, that's one down. Get the others. It's gonna be north of northwest of Nipton or northeast of Ivanpah Dry Lake. Okay. It's the same thing with streaming. You know, I've been pretty consistent with these two things. But things just keep getting in the way of me doing stuff like this. And it's getting to a point where not only do I not enjoy doing a lot of these kinds of things, but also I just get to the point where I get burnt out, you know? It becomes way too stressful, and thus I just don't want to do it anymore. But I still go to the gym, I still stream, no matter how bad of a mood I get, you know, how exhausted I am. I didn't even hit the guy. There we go. What? Is this thing just invincible or something? That rocket, or missile rather, literally hit the dude spot on. No, I think that was a bug. I gotta see that in the VOD. I gotta watch that in the VOD again. There's no way that ant would have survived that missile attack, literally hitting it dead center on its body. Because it even hit me. The blast radius, the splash damage hit me. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, pretty much I've been dedicated to these two things, streaming and going to the gym, working out, bodybuilding. But as I said, there's not a day that goes by where I just want to quit, you know? And yet, I don't. That's the thing that amazes me the most, is that I still have not just stopped. Unless something just takes up the majority of my time to the point where I just can't do it, you know, something like this. Or I'm just physically unable to. Which even then I might still force myself to try. Not successfully, but try regardless. I'll just still do it. I don't know, man. That's weird. Yeah, that should not be happening. weird visual effect glitch. Big Rapid Springs, yeah, it should be around here. Take some Rad-X, get some Radaway. Go. Right here. Or rather, am I there yet? No. Maybe that says more about my character. You know, who I am, what I am, than I realize. But nevertheless, though,
Time for more fighting. I know.
it happens even a lot to my favorite content creators. What was that? Well, that was a waste. I gotta stop wasting ammo like that. The thing is, though, a lot of these enemies are so low level and so easy to kill. That's hard not to just waste ammo on them. That. There we go. Whatever, I'll just keep it at max anyways. Yeah, I cannot use my weapons here. My good ones anyways. Where's the radio? It's a jukebox.
Every one of you is wonderful in your own special way. And now the news. Several unidentified aircraft were spotted flying over the REPCON test site by a local crackpot. He spoke to a toy beer near one of our microphones. It's ghouls, I tell you. Religious ghouls in rockets looking for a land to call their own. Don't you laugh at me. No spell that'll make you show your true
Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of news, or maybe not news per se, but it's one of the sources of news. So I was checking out Twitter earlier today, and I just want to check out what people post on Twitter related to Madness Combat. Man, oh man, the things people upload, like, not that any of it's bad, but I don't know what's with this headcanon people have where Sanford and Deimos has something going on between them. I understand they're partners, but there's no real evidence of something going on between them. And then Hank being a mother towards both of them, or at least Sanford anyways, I don't know where that comes from either, other than that someone had some sort of idea that there was a metaphor of Hank being twice Sanford's size and Madness Combat 11 Expurgation, and somehow that makes Hank like representative of some sort of guardian figure. Yeah, protecting Sanford, but that's a bit of a stretch. I don't know. And the stuff people draw when they're drawing Tricky is specifically, it's this maid outfit that people draw Tricky wearing. I just don't get it. Like, where does that come from? I haven't seen all of the non-canon, but Crinkle's developed Madness Combat videos, but nowhere in the main canon Madness Combat series does Tricky wear anything like a maid outfit. I get it though, right? This is just, you know, people want to do their own thing and such, so I shouldn't be taking it seriously or anything, and I, for the most part, not, but it still makes me wonder where people get these ideas. God, who does that? Turn off the music real quick. There we go. Because it's not just one person drawing Tricky like that, or Hank, or Sanford, or Deimos. It's a lot of people, right? Someone comes up with an idea like that, one of those ideas, then other people, you know, liking that idea start to either reiterate that idea through their own way, you know, drawing Tricky in their own way, or making some sort of story behind it through their interpretation of said idea. And it just keeps multiplying to the point where, you know, the original idea is not relevant anymore to whatever people perceive the things people develop from said idea. It's hard to explain, but essentially, you know, it's just a matter of, you know, trying to get into people's minds and figure out exactly what causes these kinds of images to exist. anyways, I don't hate it though. It's just that, you know, for a series like Manus Combat to have almost nothing but like power fantasy mass violence and, you know, gore and murder and all that, you know, this whole like trying to humanize the characters of Manus Combat, like Hank and Sanford and Tricky, it's weird, you know. I mean, it leads to some good things, you know. Trying to think of an example to compare it to, but at the moment I'm drawing a blank. But regardless, though, I mean, seeing Tricky like hug Hank or Jeb, you know, and just essentially just doing anything but like fighting and killing, you know, characters and such, that it just seems out of place, you know. And I get that's the point, you know, but I think it might be too effective. I guess that's my point, is that they do too good of a job contrasting between headcanon and actual lore, you know, actual canon. But anyways, back to getting skill books. That was the second one. I think there are 2 more. Yes, there are. Okay. It's on the way to Jacob's town. Yeah, I could just make my way to Jacob's town. There's nothing, it's not like I have to actually complete any of the quests once I get there. I could just hold off the quests at Jacob's town until I collect all these skill books. I think I'll do that. Okay. The thing is, though, I don't think it's a good idea to be looking up that kind of stuff at work. So I'll be sure to check that stuff out at home. Let's see. Yeah. I'm getting really tired of fighting Cazadors.
I've been doing this longer than you. Say no to somebody, you fools.
I don't even care. Like, I just hate Cazadors so much. That's something else I've noticed too. Every time I fast travel around this region of the wasteland, the Cazadors always respawn, which is good because they're poison glands, and killing them gives a decent amount of caps and XP, but at the same time, it takes a lot of healing items just to fight them. And even then, because they run up towards me, the player, trying to use my best weapons against them is suicidal. So, in the end, I just end up losing. That does remind me, though, I should be getting Ugh. Should be getting implants. I almost completely forgot what the word was.
Hey,
So that's an interesting way of eating.
Welcome to the New Vegas Medical
She's not even
Clinic.
gonna stop eating.
I'm a fully qualified physician and can fix whatever is wrong with you for a reasonable fee. If you've got the caps, I've also got several implants available to enhance your physical attributes.
Could you, enhance certain body parts? I'm joking.
I have several basic implants available that can enhance your physical abilities, make you faster, smarter, stronger, that sort of thing. I've also got two much more expensive implants. One's a subdermal implant that will make you more resistant to damage. The other implant induces a mild regenerative effect. Your wounds will practically heal before your eyes. One other thing I forgot to mention. Your body may be able to handle only a limited number of implants. The healthier you are, the more implants I'll be able to give you. Now, what surgery are you considering?
I can only enhance each of these special attributes once. So quite literally, it's impossible to increase, say, strength from 6, right? If I already have a strength of 6, it's impossible to increase it all the way to 10. Pretty much, I would have to, I can only increase it to 7, and that's it, so. And even then, there's a certain limit to the number of implants. So there's just a lot of limitations and such, but it does keep her from replacing the intense training perk. So.
All right. Take care.
Now let me check to see which one I want to increase. This is 5 because the power armor I'm wearing right now increases strength by 2. I'm not sure why agility is so low. Oh, because this model of power armor decreases it by 2, so it's 5. Okay, so it's 5 for both. Endurance of 9. Perception of 9. There's almost no point increasing perception. More so because, as I looked this up on the game's wiki, Eddie's Enhanced Sensors perk increases the player's perception attribute to 10. So, quite literally, there's no real reason to increase this unless I just want those extra few skill points into lockpick. But other than that, it seems like a waste because perception really doesn't do much else. It'd be a lot more useful for strength and endurance, since those are the two attributes that pretty much are used both in and outside of combat, inside and outside of combat. Intelligence is used outside of combat as well, but since I already have it at 10 in every build, there's no point in increasing it. Agility is useless. I mean, yeah, it's cool to. Well, never mind. No, it's just not useful for this build. And there's no real reason to increase luck, especially since I already have it so low. So, yeah, we'll do strength and endurance. So if I have an endurance of 9, that means I should be able to let's see. 2 non-attribute implants plus, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So theoretically speaking, if I wanted to, and if I didn't have intelligence at 10, I could literally do all 9 implants, provided of course I have the caps to do so, which, you know, I will be able to. But as I said, I'm not going to increase perception. There's no point in increasing intelligence either. Charisma, agility, and luck are useless for this build, so the only things worth increasing are endurance and strength.
You're back. Do you need medical attention? Which surgery option are you considering? I can implant the hypertrophy accelerator for 4,000 caps. It will boost your adrenal glands and quickly increase your muscle mass.
It's useful for the strength capacity. Weight capacity, my bad. That's how exhausted I am right now. Anyways, yeah, weight capacity is really useful. Not only that though, but if I want to use Esther and other heavy explosive weapons, I'm gonna need higher strength anyways just to operate them. So I don't know any weapon that requires a strength level of 9 or 10. But the highest strength requirement for any heavy weapon, big weapon I've seen is 8. And that's usually for stuff like flamers, machine guns, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah.
Have a seat in the auto dock. This will take a few hours. You're back. Do you need medical attention? All right. Let me do a quick test to make sure your body can handle another implant. All right. You're healthy enough to handle another one. Which surgery are you considering?
The one that makes my pee-pee bigger. No, kidding.
The nociception regulator modifies your cardiovascular system, and you won't tire as quickly. The price is 4,000 caps, same as most other implants.
That's also useful on the bed. No.
Have a seat in the auto dock. This will take a few hours.
That's what she said. Alright, let's see.
You're back. Do you need... All right. All right.
The regenerating ability is pretty useful. Not so much a subdermal implant, just because, again, turbo is going to be the thing that determines whether or not I survive a fight or win a fight against most late game enemies like Deathclaws. Technically speaking, I should have been using turbo with Castadors as well, but since I have so few of them right now, I don't really want to risk using them all up. In case if I do run into something as dangerous as a Deathclaw. Regeneration though, like being able to heal while fast traveling is really useful because it saves caps on healing items like stim packs and food.
That's the Phoenix Monocyte Breeder. The implant speeds up cell regeneration, an effect similar to that of some lizards and sea creatures. The implant is very expensive, however. 12,000 caps.
Yeah, that's what I thought. After spending 8,000 on the other two, I knew I wasn't going to have enough.
Very well.
It does make me wonder, how much
Take care.
money do I have now? That's still not bad. 10,000, about 10,000. Still got quite a lot of cash. So now it's 8. At 8, and then this is 10. Cool. Right, so I was wanting to go to, yeah, all this road to Silver Peak Mine. But yeah, I'll just be heading towards the northwest direction in general. Not a whole lot done this stream, unfortunately, and I'm already 40 minutes into it. But it's not like I'm doing any kind of quest line or... Yeah, I mean, I'm not really doing anything significant right now, other than just getting more skill points, free skill points, I should say. I just remembered that I turned the music off completely. Yeah, and I never turned it back on. I could technically do another stream later tonight, because I did get off of work earlier than usual, but for the sake of my body's recovery, I think I might just go to bed early today. Like, get as much sleep tonight as possible. Just be ready to work out tomorrow. more Cazadors. If I remember correctly, the implant GRX perk should be at level 30. So I'm looking forward to that. I just don't get why Cazadors exist. I don't care, just kill it. Thank you. That is one thing the wiki does warn about when using Eddie as a companion and using his enhanced sensors perk, is that because the compass on the HUD does not actually show the distance of enemies or their altitude in relation to the player. Literally, the player could be detecting players from like several, you know, like we're talking like a lot of meters away from the player's location, to the point where it's kind of pointless knowing where those enemies are because they're not going to detect the player anyways, they're too far away too. So honestly, not worth chasing down all those enemies, especially if they're just going to be low level, provide little to no good valuable loot, as well as not a whole lot of XP. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Take this road. Now there's either going to be Bighorners or Cazadors up this way. Yep, big corners. Okay. And I think this is Silver Peak Mine. The bear and the bull. No, that's Ruby Hill Mine. Never mind. I hope I'm not going in the wrong direction. Let me check. No, it's on the way. Yeah, it's past Ruby Hill Mine. Never mind. Okay. Cool, cool. Just making sure. Hey, Raoul. You're all skin and bones here. How's some meat?
I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss. Grenade!
I literally have nothing else. Do I? Let's see. Nope. Okay. Here we go. I really do think I just need to stock up on ammo,
Tickling around and see if any of my parts.
as well as parts to make grenades and such, because this is getting to the point where I'm wasting ammo using my biggest weapons, and I'm not making enough of the smaller weapons. I totally forgot that I was still suffering from poison damage. It's not even worth it. No, I'm not doing this. Let's go back. Totally unprepared for that kind of fight. Should actually go to Novak, because if I sell to Cliff Briscoe, I think he'll give me more caps because my bar skill is at 100, and he gave me a discount on his items. So combine those two together and I should be able to sell items for more than their value. But see if that's true.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Newface.
Welcome back. Can I get you anything?
Very much for listening.
Sure thing.
Well, you
Have a
know
look.
what that means, folks. Time for some news. Unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver may have
No, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Okay,
to be present at Hoover Dam.
it's too bad.
NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority, and this move would not be unexpected. In addition, merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing
That's weird.
concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. You know they say that no news
Never mind,
is
never mind.
news, but I think my program would be awfully dull if that were the case. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
This is a decent weapon from what I've looked up, but I don't know. I don't think I have a whole lot of 5.56 millimeter ammo. Make it worth getting.
Come back soon now. Welcome back. Can I get you anything? Sure thing. Have a look. Come back soon now.
I'm gonna try going to the Gibson's scrapyard, see if she's got any duct tape.
So, you're back. Now, where did we leave off? Happy to do it.
Yes, she does. Cool. Alright, I have plenty of those.
Another satisfied Take care now.
You looking to buy some supplies? Can do. Pleasure doing business with you. Take it easy now.
I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss.
You looking to buy some supplies? Can do. Thanks. Take it easy now. You looking to buy some supplies? Can do. Another satisfied customer. Take it easy now.
Alright, cool. One more skill book, I think. Left. And then I'll end the stream. Yeah, Wolfhorn Ranch. Yeah, that's really close. Okay. Just near Nipton. Really along that road. Oh, I was already there. Never mind. Yeah, I think I've already been here before, and I've collected that skill book. Yeah, because I think it would be on that table. It says near the fridge on the floor. I think I've already checked there. Yeah, it would be lying here. So I have already picked it up. Cool. Well, that's all then, man. Alright. Well, that's it then for this stream. I really need to figure out a more efficient strategy for using my weapons, just because it's not like guns, energy weapons, or melee slash unarmed weapons where it doesn't really matter. How should I say this? DPS, those weapon skills, DPS matters more than the actual initial damage. Whoops, not that. But for this build, because explosives don't really deal damage over time, it really does matter how much damage I'm doing to the enemy, so that I can micromanage which weapons to use to efficiently conserve ammo. Ugh. I was thinking about this. Maybe it would actually be helpful to buy microfusion ammo so that I can just make a lot of microfusion grenades. Because microfusion grenades don't cost anything else but microfusion ammo. The problem with using microfusion ammo to make microfusion grenades is that it requires, I think, like 21 or something. Like a lot of ammo just to make one of those grenades, but they don't require any other component, so I think that's the real reason why. I mean, that balances that out anyways. So there's that, but otherwise, yeah, I'll figure this out. I mean, explosive weapons, noticing more and more that these kinds of weapons aren't really useful in the grand majority of combat situations. They're more niche than anything else in their usefulness, and that's just because enemies don't really group up with each other. Even certain enemy types like insect enemies or gangs, gangsters, stuff like that, they don't really bunch up close together. Unless, of course, they're in interior buildings and rooms. But at that point, the blast radius would also hit me and possibly kill me as well. If I use the weapons in such spaces. So mines would work. It's just that because certain enemy types don't run towards me. For example, humanoid enemies that use guns and other projectile weapons. Or in the case of castors, the enemies have special properties that allow them to essentially not trigger mines. It makes mines pretty useless. Say, except for certain enemy types that rely solely or mostly on melee weapons and melee attacks. It's kind of hard for me to figure out exactly when to and when not to use certain, or really just any weapons in general, because all of these weapons have one thing in common, and that is, they all have the same problem of, damaging myself while trying to use them, but at the same time trying to damage as many enemies as possible within each explosion. Neither are really working out, so I don't know. Technically speaking, though, if I'm attacking, my bad. If I'm attacking one really difficult enemy, say the Alpha Deathclaw, then it wouldn't really matter if I hit multiple enemies, because I'm just trying to deal as much damage as possible to kill it as fast as possible. But those combat situations are very few and far between, so it just makes this build really difficult to do in that respect. The only saving grace of this build is that, because Raoul and Eddie are providing the DPS I need when literally my weapons fail me. That's literally the only thing that's keeping me going. It's just Raoul and Eddie. The thing is, when I do the add-ons, right? Dead Money, Honest Heart, Sierra Madre, and all that, I'm not gonna have Raoul and Eddie or companions in general, for that matter, to provide the DPS I need. So quite literally, I'm not gonna have a choice but to use other weapons and thus other weapon skills to compensate for the explosives weapon skills weakness, and that is basically there's no real way to safely use these weapons while also conserving ammo for them. Or at least it's very difficult to do so. Because even if I collect a lot of low tier weapons such as dynamite or frag grenades, or develop a lot of market fusion grenades, they still have high cost to them. You know, duct tape's not common. It's not a common item as much as I would like it to be. Microfusion ammo, I had to get a lot of it just to make one of those microfusion grenades. And then there's the fact that even if I have plenty of ammo, I'm usually in a situation where I can't use such weapons without risking killing myself. So it's a delicate balancing act I have to do. It does make this build interesting in that respect, that there's a risk and reward thing going on. Yeah, I can do a lot of damage and kill enemies instantly, a lot of enemies instantly, but at the same time though, I could also risk killing myself as well. So in that respect, it does make the build interesting, but at the same time, it's kind of a headache. Even the energy weapons build was not this difficult to work with. Sure, it is annoying to have to buy the majority of my ammo for the energy weapons through ammo boxes, but those ammo boxes do last quite a long time, and because they're DPS weapons, that I have no risk of hurting myself while using them. Pretty much I get to use them risk-free. So, I don't know. It's not that I don't like this build, it's just that it's pretty stressful to play it. But nevertheless, so I'm gonna, of course, continue going. It's just that I'm kind of worried now for the dead money add-on. Because going into the Sierra Madre and not having explosive ammo or weapons to use means pretty much my chances of survival are going to be pretty low regardless. Like literally by default. So it really does make me wonder if it's worth continuing to solely rely on the explosive weapons and skill to deal damage. We'll see though. Well, I've gotten this far, thankfully, but I just don't. I've just noticed all these weaknesses with this build, and there's not much I can do about it. Yeah, some things help, like Med-X and one of those perks. I forgot what it's called. Hit the deck or something. You know, having high damage threshold does negate a lot of the splash damage, sure, but it's still a lot of damage that I'm going to be suffering, and trying to risk suffering that much damage while only attacking one enemy, it's just not worth it. It just bothers me that, for example, you know, if I encounter, if I walk near a bark scorpion, one of the weakest enemies in the game, it bothers me that I can't straight up kill it immediately because I had to switch to one of my guns and kill it slowly using that weapon, using a skill I don't have a whole lot of points put into, instead of using, say, the Annabelle and just blow it up in pieces. So I don't want to waste ammo. So yeah, I mean, it's just, like I said, it's just frustrating. I can complain about this all night, but I'm not going to. I've already made this stream 10 minutes longer just by talking about all this stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream now. And yeah, peace.